Hey guys, David with Twice Diecast. We are shocked out hunting in Alabama. So we are at a mall in Huntsville, Alabama. I've been here before. Nothing special about this mall. You can see regular stores, but there were at least half a dozen stores that had Diecast on the pegs. Let's stop in this first store here. This is called White Tiger. Lots of first edition Hot Wheels. Some of the stuff 20 years old. Really good vintage stuff. You can see right here on this card, we're looking at 1997. 28 years old, still on the card, hanging on the pegs for us. Anywhere between $2 and $8. I think some of them may have gotten up to $15. But amazing vintage stuff. We've got some blue cards hiding around the corner here. We have got just an amazing selection. We've got some old Matchbox as well. And again, I'm in a regular shopping mall. I normally do not find vintage diecast. I don't know what is going on in Huntsville, Alabama. There is a lot of technology in the area, and I guess that brings a younger demographic. A lot of pop culture fans, lots of really cool stores with vintage toys, and of course we're going to have some diecast. Check out this 1999 first edition. $2 to get this semi-fast rather casting. I haven't seen that one in forever, and certainly not on a card hanging on a peg. We've got more first editions to look at. I'll shut up now, take a look, and then we'll go around the corner and look at some more stuff over there. All right, I'm going to jump right back in on one of my favorite castings. I thought that was called the 80s Corvette. This one's called Corvette Coupe. Regardless, we swing around. Didn't expect a whole other side of classic Hot Wheels like this. A lot of the Hot Wheels racing team. We'll start with this pretty cool Ultimate Racing set. Neat to see that all boxed up and new. Love these vintage toy stores. Check out this joker right here. Almost pulled the trigger on this $15 Pontiac Fiero. How often do we see Pontiac Fieros still on the cards? Not too often. What a killer casting by Hot Wheels. Cannot wait for the Johnny Lightning version that Chad Reed introduced to us on Diecast Breakdown. Here's some more of those Hot Wheels racing teams I was talking about. This Cobra looking killer. I think that's one, maybe. I can't tell if it still had the opening hood or not. Troop Convoy is always a winner with me. 1995, checking in. Actually it is, as of today, 30 years old. So that's what I'm talking about when I say this is a heck of a find, and this is a store in a mall. I'll probably say that 20, maybe 30 more times. Let's move on to the next store. We're going to a place called Vintage Stock. Not a huge selection, but I included it because it is another store in a mall with Hot Wheels. Just don't see it enough. We've got some used ones that guys are selling. I don't know what is going on with these, but didn't see anything that got my attention. Some pretty generic stuff, but they do have some mid to new Hot Wheels hanging on the pegs in case you were interested. This is store number 2 out of about 6. We won't look at all of them. We will move to number 3, which is this FYE or FI or however you say it. I don't know the store. It's not in my area, but they had some pretty new stuff. We have got 57th anniversary collection. They got a sale today for Hot Wheels. Buy one, get one half off. Pretty cool. This Baja Bug is amazing. We've got some really cool stuff on the bottom shelf. Can't skip over a Corvette without talking about them. You know me, guys. I love my Corvettes. And look, what else do we have here? We've got some Let's see. I wanted to check the card on this one real quick. And I don't remember. I wanted to make sure that that was as new as I thought this set was. Anyhow, getting back to it, we've got a lot of variety on the pegs here. We've got some of the vintage. There's the Fair Lady. We've got some main lines. No big deal there. Some of the spring mix. Again, no big deal. Here's some more of the vintage ones. So they don't have only main lines. We do have some of the semi or quasi premiums. The prices, though, not gonna lie, you guys are probably expecting this in a specialty store. The prices were pretty inflated. Got some Matchbox moving parts, some mainline Matchbox, and then some collectors as well. Love the 32 Ford Roadster. Love the Audi that we're about to get on screen there, right there. That is a sharp one from the Matchbox Collector's Edition. Moving down, let's check out some of the 1/43rd scale. Got the AMG, and then we've also got the Skyline. Hard to find. Check out the prices, guys. These are $24.99 in Target all day long. If you absolutely gotta get to this store to buy it, you're gonna pay $39.99. Yikes, that is almost the prices that you see on some of the videos overseas. I love this garage display case. That's pretty cool. I didn't know Hot Wheels did that. If you guys knew about that, put me on to where you can get one. I assume you can go online and buy them. $36.99. They're pretty sharp. Hot Wheels apparently is getting into the diorama space just like everybody else. So it's cool that they are doing that. And for all you health nuts, we got some Hot Wheels gummies here. And these are not healthy. So yeah. All right, moving on. We've got some really cool diecast to look at. I like this one. I don't like, these are the cheapo diecasts that we see everywhere, but you don't see a RAV4 too often. Not terrible for $9.99. I did not expect to see this really cool diecast at this store. Big Louis Tanahara and his new line of cartooned, and these are not the Target version that you see on your pegs. This might be the CVS exclusive. You can tell it's got a different color tab on the top of the card. Louis, if I missed that and this is not the CVS, my bad. You can correct me in the comments. But we do have some Series 1 versions that come in different colorways, and I love them. I'm checking all these for red bottoms to make sure none of these are chases. I like the fact that at some of these stores, diecast collectors haven't gone through them yet. Let's move to the next store, guys. This is called Mini-So. I think this is a Chinese retailer that has somehow found their way to Huntsville, Alabama. They've got their own line of toys called Mini-So Toys. It might be that they are just using them with the permission of another maker. I would assume that is the case. A lot of these look familiar, and you'll see what I mean on the 1/64 scale stuff that we'll look at here in a second. But for right now, let's appreciate some of these larger scale stuff. We are twice diecast after all, not just twice diecast 1/64 scale. So we'll look at these 1/24 scale BMW racers. They look really, really well done, actually. Look at this 1/32 scale. That's kind of similar to the Welly stuff that I've gotten in the past. That size scale. Scales are all over the map. 131, 132, 134 here on this Mustang. But the wheels look good. Rubber tires. Really can't fault these models. I don't know who makes them. That was not all that was at Mini-So. We've got some smaller stuff. We'll kind of work our way down in scale. We've got these 1/32 scale with this really nice matte red finish. I did note that these are actually licensed products. I think this is a major retailer in China, guys. Why we have a store in Huntsville, Alabama, I don't know, but I don't care. I am not hating it at all. Check out this Porsche. Again, licensed product, 1/32 scale. A little big for my liking, but for you collectors of that scale, this is another outlet for you to buy without having to pay shipping if you live in the area. And maybe you can order them online. I haven't checked their website. Good stuff though, really high quality models. Don't be alarmed by the super kid friendly packaging. The actual cars themselves look really good and they all have licenses. That means the automakers have signed off on them. This is what I got excited about, guys. These are 1/64-ish scale. Now they are $5.99 each. Price of a Hot Wheels Premium. They look to me like MSZ Diecast. I got some samples from them in the past. These appear similar. I'm going to grab a few of them on this hunting trip. We will crack them and take a look at them. Maybe I am wrong, and maybe they make their own diecast. These castings look very familiar to me. You guys chime in below. Let me know what you think. These things are screaming Welly, MSZ, Maisto, all the normal cast of characters, but the wheels look good. The paint looks good. The details look good. I had to grab about half a dozen of them, and we're going to crack them in another video and take a look at them. Let's get to this GTR now. Note, there is a GTR badge on the grille. You get full front and rear lamp detail. These are not exactly what my collection goes after because they are not true 1/64 scale, but I do love the fact they're licensed and you get full lamp detail. I didn't see any with lensed headlamp detail. Here we got a Bentley. That Lambo looked really good. Not the worst wheels. The logos and badges look proportionate to the vehicle. So I'm not hating these. I am a little leery of paying $6 each, but it's a new brand, so we'll check them out. Here's a matte black Beetle. This store, Miniso, also carried Hot Wheels. If you are a brand loyal customer, you got some premiums as well. Hard to find Cyberpunk Porsche. They had 2 or 3 of those. Some of these Matchbox Candy series that are hard to find for some collectors. Here we've got some 70th edition Matchbox. Got some pretty wild color changers. I thought they were Hot Wheels at first. These are actually from Zuru. And you know those metal machines. They are doing their own color changers now. Before we head out of Miniso, we will take a look at a couple of Hot Wheels 3-packs. Here's a Lotus, Outlaw 356, and some fantasy stuff. And then we're going to head over and look at some like blind boxes that Miniso Toys does for their diecast. I grabbed a couple of these. We'll do these openings as well to see what comes in them. Because as you can see on the box, there are some pretty cool cars. We have got licenses for all of them. You got a Supra, Mustang, BMW, you got a Camaro, another BMW convertible, and a GTR. So I don't see any way to get skunked on that box. That looks like a winner no matter which car you get. There was another mystery box in red that had a different mix of cars. We'll take a look at that right now. And again, I grabbed one each of the blue, one of the red. We'll see what we get. No idea. I don't mind it. Check out that Amarok, that Volkswagen pickup. We don't see that a lot here in the States. Gonna be fun to open these. These were also $5.99 and licenses for these. We're gonna head out. I didn't get a chance to look at every store guy, but as we leave, I just want to encourage you, if you're in the Huntsville area, go check out this mall. I'll leave it in the description. Here's one of the stores I didn't get to. I'll talk to you guys later. This is David.